At the age of 21, Mr. Rudi Rudenski had a near-death experience that forever altered his view of life.
And then all of a sudden, the earth just showed up out of nowhere. It was there, out of nowhere. And I saw how people affected one another, and how every tree and every plant and every butterfly and every bee are souls or spirits, and that they affect everything around them. If you're filled with light and love and kindness and joy, then your love and kindness and joy are going to go around you like in a wave. Everybody is blending together into this plant, or that I call earth. It's almost like a plant. The earth is just one being itself, and we're parts of it.
Learning to Love, the near-death experience of Rudi Rudenski, part 2 of 2. Watch on to find out more.
Witajcie, życzliwi widzowie. Jestem Małgorzata, z tętniącego życiem miasta Warszawy w Polsce. Mieszkańcy mojego kraju szanują wasze nieustanne, świadome wysiłki pielęgnowania wewnętrznej dobroci. Niech Bóg was błogosławi. Witamy w ostatnim odcinku Nauka miłości, doświadczenie bliskie śmierci Rudiego Rudenskiego. W części pierwszej pan Rudenski wyjaśnił, jak po wypadku samochodowym jego dusza została zabrana do miejsca wypełnionego jasnym światłem, gdzie niezliczone istoty świętowały jego życie. Widział też, że historia jego życia została zapisana w książce, którą polecono mu zanieść do sali tronowej. Rudi teraz dalej opowiada historię swojego doświadczenia bliskiego śmierci.
And so I go up to, now as a stairway, like the steps at a courtroom, going up to a bench. And I'm facing what I call God, but it certainly wasn't the God I was brought up to believe in, the one that hated almost everyone on earth but people like me. The being was so loving and so beautiful, and I'm not even looking at it, but I can just feel it. There's no need for me to talk there. My best friend, we talk from our hearts to our heart, from the center of our light to the center of our light, from where our core of ourselves are. And I came up to the bench, and I didn't get asked a question, but I knew that I was supposed to account for myself. And I reflected on my book of my life. And I said, thank you, God, for my life. Thank you for my mother's love. Thank you for my grandmother. Thank you for my grandfather. Thank you for my best friend Deuce, which I rode motorcycles with. And thank you for flying. And the light, I call the being the light now, said something to me, and it was very profound. The being of light said, did you learn enough about love? Now, I didn't get an answer inside of my soul. I got an answer of what a 21-year-old boy, a man, thinks about love. And so my ridiculous answer was, well, I've never been married and I've never had children. And I basically was sent out of this room. It's like I was there that second, and the next second I was gone. Like I was kicked out of the throne room, and I was being judged for the love I had, and I didn't have very much. So I was kicked out onto a road, and I got in a line, and in front of me there were these balls of light, orbs of light, and they just went on for miles and miles and miles and miles. And I thought to myself, and I this was very important. I said, I've done this many times before. And knowing that I've done this many times before, I was still getting back in line, because I made the decision that I wanted to be married and have children. I knew that was my decision. I'm going along in this line towards this door, this dark door. But as I get towards the door, I I simply walked off of it. And I fell out of the doorway and into complete darkness. I knew I was falling, though. I was falling. And I thought, well, where am I? And then I looked behind me and looked up, and there was crazy lights, like the orbs of light, and they were going in a shape like a dragon, almost, that you would see on a New Year's Day. They were going down, down, down. And we were all going down. But as I would look at them, I would notice that some of them would peel off to the left, some would peel off to the right, and some of them would just keep coming with me. But I could see inside of them, and I realized how very different they were. They were so different. Imagine creatures that no one on earth could ever dream of. But also imagine they were so different from humans, and yet they had the same exact light, this loving light inside of them. And it made me realize at that point that people are so much more similar to one another than they could possibly imagine. The difference between us because of our religion, our cultures, our politics, our upbringing, we're still all essentially these balls of loving light. And I just thought, wow, we're all the same. We're all part of this one beautiful light.
Poświęcimy teraz chwilę, aby podziękować Bogu za ten fascynujący kosmos, w którym żyjemy. Wrócimy po tej wiadomości. Proszę, zostańcie z Supreme Master Television. Witamy ponownie, kontynuując opowieść pana Rudiego Rudenskiego o swym doświadczeniu bliskim śmierci. Mówi, jak gdy jego dusza wróciła na ziemię, nauczył się wielu lekcji.
And then all of a sudden, the earth just showed up out of nowhere. It was there, out of nowhere. And I saw how people affected one another, and how every tree and every plant and every butterfly and every bee are souls or spirits, and that they affect everything around them. If you're filled with light and love and kindness and joy, then your love and kindness and joy are going to go around you like in a wave. Everybody is blending together into this plant, or that I call Earth. It's almost like a plant. The Earth is just one being itself, and we're parts of it. So I understood the importance of being a light to others. And I understood how dark people pull down the light in others. So it's really important for me to be a light, not to be dark. People think of love kind of like a girlfriend, boyfriend, husband-wife love. But it's not like that. Love is our kindnesses towards one another. I think I would change the word love to loving kindness, or just kindness. We're here to learn to be kind to one another. The more times that we're kind, the more times that we're loving, joyful, enjoying nature, the more that we're going to shine our light on others, and the others are going to be brighter for it. They're going to be better for it.
Kiedy Rudi wrócił na ziemię, odkrył, że był odmienionym człowiekiem. Zrozumiał również swoją misję w życiu.
I'm not that person I was before. I immediately didn't want to kill anybody. I was in the military and I thought, I can't kill anybody. I can't do this. Even though I was in the hospital for another year, I knew that I had to do other things. I couldn't get up in the morning and plan wars. I couldn't plan hurting people. And in the military, they said that we had to do a lesser evil to prevent a greater evil. And I realized that that lesser evil was still evil. And I could no longer follow that path of hurting others, being a lesser evil, because evil is just evil in the end. And I couldn't do that. And so I chose to move on with my life. I was sent back because I think I had to do something. And I think that was to teach kindness. Another thing was to stop the wars. If there's any way that a young person out there is considering participating in violent conflicts and wars against other human beings, I want you to realize that we literally are a piece of each other. If you kill somebody, you're literally killing a piece of yourself. I really believe this. I think it's what I'm supposed to do. And it's going to happen. At some point, people are going to be sick of it. And then the world is going to be filled full of light. There will be no more wars. If I could share that message, that's my revelation. That we need to treat one another with dignity and respect and kindness. I want to also share the message of peace. Be peaceful to your siblings, your parents, but also be peaceful with people you don't know. Somewhere in another country with another politics and another religion, a different skin complexion. I really believe that this is the message that I was given to share with others when I came back from the light.
Bardzo dziękujemy Panie Rudi Rudenski za podzielenie się swoimi spostrzeżeniami. Bądź obficie błogosławiony za światło i miłość, które przynosisz światu. Wspaniali widzowie, dziękujemy, że dołączyliście dziś do nas na końcowy odcinek Nauka Miłości, doświadczenie bliskie śmierci Rudiego Rudenskiego. Następnie w programie Najwyższa łaska Boga ujawniona, część 1 z 5. Po godnych uwagi wiadomościach. Niechaj wspaniała łaska Boga błogosławi Was każdego dnia Waszego życia.